All right, folks, quick look outside. We have some changes today. More cloud coverage, scattered showers, and windy conditions. I'll have your forecast that's coming up.
Plus, an increase in local violence against law enforcement officers has authorities concerned for their safety. And breaking news this morning as part of Highway 240 is shut down after a vehicle lost control and crashed. Good Morning Northwest continues right now.
From Camp KVUE Local News, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling.
And I'm Jason Valentine. Good morning, Jill.
Good morning, Jason.
Oh, it's Tuesday, very exciting day, and we're going to be looking at a little bit of changes today. We had a relatively nice day yesterday.
Yes, yeah, it's nice
haze.
and sunny for most of it.
But some sunshine. Let's take a look outside. Beautiful Legend Skycam network. We'll be seeing some light here in the next 30 minutes or so. And folks, do get ready for scattered showers today, though we're looking all right so far this morning, unless you're just a little bit south of the Connell area, but that's starting to dissipate. Most of the shower activity is relegated to the northern part of Oregon, near Goldendale and near the Dalles, and as we move into the Cascades, and just a little bit of snow falling in the Blue Mountain region. So folks, we do expect to see, though, more scattered showers into our afternoon and especially in our evening hours when most of our areas should be seeing a little bit of precipitation, at least a good chance of it. But we do have about a 40% chance of shower activity on and off throughout your day. We will see a little bit of sunshine, but more clouds than sunshine today. A little cooler for Yakima, high around 53. We're going to mid-50s for the Mid-Columbia, and over in the lovely Walla Walla region, we're in the mid-50s. So folks, get ready for a touch cooler day, though we're warmer this morning, considerably warmer, and we do have changes coming as we get into Wednesday and into the rest of our work week. I'll get you ready for that in my full forecast, but for right now, let's send it back to Jill.
A section of westbound 240 in Kennewick is closed due to a fatal crash. The Kennewick Police Department says vehicles are being detoured at the hydroplane at the entrance of Columbia Park. Multiple emergency response agencies were dispatched to the scene east of Edison Street around 3:30 a.m. Here's what police say happened leading up to the crash.
Our squad tonight attempted to stop a vehicle with swap plates in the eastbound lanes of SR 240. The vehicle took off at a high rate of speed to where our patrol units immediately terminated their attempted traffic stop for the violation that I aforementioned. The vehicle continued on, and as the officers were stopped to where they were able to on view that the vehicle lost control.
And we will continue to provide information as we get it here and on yaktrynews.com. A recent rise of cases of violence directed against local law enforcement. Sunday's shooting in Kennewick now marks 2 times in less than 48 hours that a Tri-Cities police officer was shot at. One in Pasco was shot on Friday, while the Kennewick police officer was not hit. Police say that most people in the Tri-Cities are supportive of law enforcement, and they've never seen this level of violence aimed at local officers. Cap KVUE's Riley Fitzgerald has been tracking this story.
Having 2 Tri-City law enforcement officers targeted in the last week is concerning.
Sergeant Chris Littrell with the Kennewick Police Department says he's seen different crime sprees have a natural ebb and flow in the Tri-Cities, but gun violence against law enforcement isn't one of those.
It's obviously disheartening as a police officer when you hear about these things happening. And as with any other law in life, the closer it is to you in proximity, the more you kind of feel that.
Sergeant Littrell says in the Tri-Cities, the community is consistently supportive of local law enforcement.
When we earn that support, when we're out there doing our jobs on a daily basis, providing service to the community.
Law enforcement is a career that has always had its dangers, which no one working in the field is unaware of.
We live in a world, right, that is violent sometimes. And when the men and women of law enforcement make a choice to step into that role, we know that that's a piece of it. Now, that doesn't mean it's okay.
A frightening reality is that 2 situations within 48 hours of each other happened where there were 2 seemingly targeted attacks against law enforcement.
A Pasco PD officer attempted contact with the vehicle and was shot as he approached.
And all of a sudden, the occupant from the vehicle shot at him.
Sergeant Littrell says in 16 years in Kennewick, he hasn't seen a trend of attacks on law enforcement. He also says he doesn't see these events affecting the ranks on a policy level.
Maybe it will cause us to pause for a moment, to ask for another unit a little bit sooner than we would have before. but I don't see it being like a policy change. I think our tactics, our policies are still sound. It's just making sure that we're using them.
There's no word right now on the motive behind the alleged shot fired at the Kennewick police officer Sunday morning, or what led a man to reportedly shoot a Pasco police officer on Friday morning. We're working to get more information. The trial of a Kennewick man accused of shooting and killing a Washington police officer continued yesterday in Snohomish County. Richard Rotter allegedly shot and killed Everett police officer Dan Rocha when he was confronted in a Starbucks parking lot over the moving of guns from one car to the other. Jurors heard testimony from detectives and crime scene analysts. Detectives say Rotter had more than a dozen bags of drugs, several firearms, bullets, and several knives from his vehicle. Rotter is a convicted felon, and it's illegal for him to be in possession of any firearms. Testimony will continue later today. Charges are pending against a Kennewick man who was hit by a car in Richland early yesterday morning. Authorities say 28-year-old Jaden Showerleen was taken to the hospital after he was hit by a car on State Route 240 just after 2 a.m. According to the Washington State Patrol, he was walking in the westbound lane. Trooper Chris Thorson says the driver in this case stayed at the scene to help. Earlier this year, a pedestrian was hit and killed on 240, but in that case, the driver left the scene.
That's still an open investigation because the vehicle that hit that pedestrian fled the scene and we still don't know who it is.
41-year-old Rudy Madrigal was identified as the victim in that case. Authorities are still asking for help in identifying the person responsible. As for this case, charges against Showerleen are still pending, as authorities say it is illegal to walk in the middle of the road. There's a critical shortage of forensic pathologists across the country, leading to autopsy delays that could mean the difference between a closed case and a cold case. But KapKVU's Emily Goodell tells us state lawmakers are working on a potential solution.
The longer you wait, the less information you get from the body. Things start to fall apart.
Decades of experience as a forensic pathologist means Dr. Jeffrey Reynolds knows the importance of a quick and accurate autopsy, both for a criminal investigation and for the family.
If you've got somebody who's 45 years old and dropped dead from a heart attack, that's genetic risk. And basically, their kids in their teens and 20s need to get checked by a cardiologist like yesterday.
The shortage of forensic pathologists means more delays and counties struggling to get autopsies done.
There's not a lot of us out there. I mean, I retired 2 years ago, and things got so bad I came out of retirement back in November and have been working since then to solve Yakima County's problem.
Reynolds says not everyone can handle the job, and it means 6 more years of training after medical school, more student loans, and not as much pay as other careers in pathology.
Either you're actually interested in the puzzle mystery aspect of forensic pathology or you're not. Because if you're in it for the money, it's the wrong job.
But state lawmakers are hoping to incentivize people to go into forensic pathology with Senate Bill 5523, which would provide up to $25,000 in loan repayment annually for 4 years, something Benton County Coroner Bill Leach is in favor of.
With fewer than 18 currently working in Washington and fewer than 500 in the nation, our offices risk losing national accreditation, while at the same time, families wait longer to see resolution of death investigations, which can hang up important estate issues and prolong the path to closure.
The bill has passed the Senate and is now making its way through the House. Emily Goodell, KapKVU Local News.
Benton County has been searching for its own medical examiner since December, but hasn't been able to find one yet. The Yakima Fire Department and Kittitas Valley Fire and Rescue have partnered to form the Central Washington Fire Training Academy. Fire officials say other academies around the state are often fully booked and cost a lot of money, but pooling resources for their own academy reduces that cost and puts them in charge of the schedule. During training, firefighters learn how to respond to fires, wildfires, and incidents involving medical issues and hazardous materials. The program coming at a time when they're in dire need of more recruits.
As we hire 5, we lost 5. So the numbers we're trying to gain is kind of falling off because people are starting to retire, and rightfully so. But that's a crazy time for us. But by the end of this year, if all things are going well, we'll probably have 15 new firefighters.
This training session will be over at the end of the month, but there are additional training sessions scheduled for May and September of this year. The Kadlec Foundation is equipping local sports complexes with AEDs. They presented the AEDs to youth sports teams in the area yesterday afternoon. There's been an effort to get more AEDs around the community in places that are readily accessible when needed. Michael Van Beek with Richland Fire and Emergency Services says only about 10% of people experiencing cardiac arrest survive.
This is partly because we don't have enough accessible AEDs available, and most bystanders are still hesitant to step in and take action. When sudden cardiac arrest strikes, every second counts, because for every minute that goes by, the chance of survival decreases by 10%.
They say the survival rate has increased in Richland due to more people in the community knowing how to do hands-only CPR. You can find a list of all the locations for the new AEDs on our website, yaktrynews.com. STCU and Cap KVUE Local News are looking for community volunteers in Benton and Franklin counties who go that extra step helping us all. If you know someone like this, please nominate them by clicking on contests at yaktrynews.com. Every 6 weeks or so, we choose a volunteer to profile on Cap KVUE Local News, and STCU awards his or her organization a $1,000 gift. Thank you for nominating someone, and a big thank you to everyone who volunteers. Jason Valentine returns now with a look at your morning weather forecast.
Or cloud coverage for your Tuesday with some scattered showers, especially as we get to the evening hours. I'll get you ready for kind of a transitional day, and your forecast is coming right up.
Plus, a woman who sued hundreds of companies for not being ADA compliant, despite not having a disability herself.
A collision at only 20 miles per hour can still cause serious injuries, even with safety belts and airbags. If you've been injured, call a law firm that takes all injuries seriously. Call now. They're waiting to help you.
For over 600 different premium cigars, including every cigar rated 95 and higher in the last decade. It's The Educated Cigar. For 115 different fine pipe tobaccos and 55 different Briarwood pipes from England, Germany, and Italy. It's The Educated Cigar. For 95 and higher rated wines and White Bluff IPAs, it's The Educated Cigar in Richland.
Sometimes you're so busy taking care of everyone else, you don't do enough for yourself or your mouth. But eventually it will remind you. When it does, Aspen Dental is here for you. We offer the custom dental treatments you need all under one roof right nearby, so we can bring more life to your smile and more smile to your life, affordably. New patients without insurance can get a free complete exam and x-rays and 20% off treatment plans. Aspen Dental, anything to make you smile. Schedule your appointment today.
When it comes to supplying the farm, come to Northwest Farm Supply. Keep a flock healthy and happy with the largest selection of Purina around. Plus, all the equipment you need to keep the farm running right. And we have the best customer service. We really do. Northwest Farm Supply in Hermiston, Prosser, and Othello.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through March 31st, receive rebates up to $2,100 off on a new Daikin Fit system and thermostat when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air.
With friends, there are no secrets.
You have a third nipple?
Julie was in a porno movie! If I'm going down, I'm taking everybody with me.
The best way to end your day. Friends, tonight at 11:05 on Cap KVUE.
A collision at only 20 miles per hour can still cause serious injuries, even with safety belts and airbags. If you've been injured, call a law firm that takes all injuries seriously. Call now. They're waiting to help you.
Springtime in the awesome Palouse. Fly the Northwest tonight at 6.
13 on this Tuesday morning, the U.S. Supreme Court has agreed to hear a case involving a woman who sued hundreds of hotel websites claiming they're not ADA compliant. This is similar to the so-called drive-by lawsuits that happened about 2 years ago in Richland. Many of those businesses forced to settle for thousands of dollars.
In April 2021, we met the owners of Real Deals in Richland, suddenly faced with a lawsuit from a Benton County man who's a quadriplegic. He filed a series of lawsuits claiming multiple businesses within the Uptown Shopping Center did not meet ADA regulations. It caught business owners off guard who claimed they didn't even recall ever interacting with this man. They're called drive-by lawsuits when someone with a disability briefly visits outside a business, notices an ADA violation, and seeks legal action against often unknowing business owners. It's a similar situation to a case the U.S. Supreme Court has agreed to hear. A Maine hotel claims a woman has sued hundreds of hotels' websites claiming they aren't ADA compliant. The woman filing the lawsuits does have impairments, but it's being called a tester lawsuit because these hotels claim this lady has no intention of visiting all 600 hotels she's sued. The situation in Richland ended up costing the business owners. The owners of Real Deal said all of the businesses in the Uptown who were sued had to settle, costing them a lot of money. There was a proposed House bill in Washington to protect businesses from these drive-by lawsuits, but that bill stalled out during the legislative session.
And the man who sued these businesses also brought up issue with the parking lots in the Uptown area. However, it's the city of Richland who oversees that part of the property. The city was not named in the suits. Well, coming up, the South attempts to rebuild after a brutal storm system leaves over 20 people dead. And folks, I will return with a closer look at our areas with your first alert forecast on this Tuesday morning. You're watching Good Morning Northwest. We'll be right back.
The new Tempur-Pedic Breeze helps you sleep cooler. So no more nocturnal baking or polar ice cap air conditioner mode, because the Tempur-Pedic Breeze delivers all-night cooling.
Mattress Depot USA.
Spectrum presents The Download with Clarissa.
Everyone is talking about Spectrum One. Matt, give us the download.
Clarissa, people are switching because Spectrum is offering seamless connectivity with Spectrum Internet, advanced Wi-Fi, and unlimited mobile.
That's the future of connectivity. That's Spectrum One.
Switch to Spectrum One and get 300 megabit internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and one free line of unlimited mobile. Call 1-833-883-4999.
What's unique about Spectrum Internet?
Spectrum Internet has the most consistent download speeds and no data caps.
How secure is the Wi-Fi?
The advanced Wi-Fi comes with enhanced privacy and security features that block online threats.
Why is Spectrum Mobile the fastest growing mobile provider?
Spectrum Mobile is super reliable and it includes 5G nationwide.
Plus unlimited calls, texts, and
data.
Switch to Spectrum One and get 300 megabit internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and one free line of unlimited mobile. Call 1-833-883-4999.
Call now or visit a Spectrum store today.
Pure Filtration Products is your Inland Northwest air quality specialist. We offer filtration products for all your commercial, industrial, and manufacturing needs. From cooling towers to industrial dust collection systems, commercial buildings, schools, hospitals, or manufacturing facilities, we have you covered. Call today and schedule your free facility site evaluation. We'll send a certified air filter specialist to your site to evaluate your filter requirements. Call or click today. Pure Filtration Products.
At Mattress Depot USA, we realize your top priority is to get a quality mattress at a great price.
And it never hurts to do business with someone local.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
It's springtime in one of the most magical places in the Northwest.
There's a great variety down there just because there's not only the landscape, there's always that sense of history in every one of those small communities.
The Palouse on Fly the Northwest.
There's something very personal about it.
Cap gave you local news at 6 tonight.
Hey, Katie, Luke, and Lionel. What's going on?
Next 5, American Idol judges Lionel Richie, Katy Perry, and Luke Bryan.
Does that say BFFs?
Today at 9 on Cap KVU. Portion of Cap KVU sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier. Now, Cap KVU First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Tuesday morning to you. Hope you're having a good morning so far. Enjoying that coffee, orange juice, or whatever you're having this morning. Scattered showers today, and we're going to see more cloud coverage as well. A little bit of sunshine still mixed into the mix. A little bit of everything today. We're going to be windy into our afternoon, then those are going to slow into our evening hours. And folks, our temperatures still below our average. So we're seeing just scattered showers, maybe heading towards Hanford here. If it does come to your area, it'll be very light this morning. We have light snow going on in the Blue Mountain region. So most of the shower activity to the southwest of our areas. It's going to stick there for the next couple of hours, though. Another bit of shower activity could come through. And as we move into our afternoon, we're going to see it start to move up into the Ellensburg-Yakima area, just to the east of Yakima, and maybe just a hint into the Blue Mountain region. Most likely, though, as we get to the evening hours, the best chance of sustained showers kind of across our areas. And as we get to our overnight period, it will just kind of settle in above Yakima and Ellensburg, and then finally get out of that area by the time we get to the late morning. Then as we move into Wednesday, more scattered showers around us, and we could see it solidify right in the Walla Walla Pendleton area on your Thursday morning. So folks, a lot going on. So a little bit of shower activity should come to your area in the next couple of days, about 40 to 50% chance today. So we're in the mid to, let's just say mid 40s for much of the Mid-Columbia and the Blue Mountain region, and a little bit cooler the more west we go. 40 in Yakima, but yesterday at this time, Yakima was at 22. So we are much warmer this morning. So not as chilly as yesterday, but we're just going to be a touch under our highs from yesterday. And we're going to remain at or below our average for the week ahead. So this is for the Tri-Cities, 61. Most of our areas will be seeing 50-degree temperatures for the week ahead, and could even see some upper 40s there for Ellensburg. So wind advisory coming to an end at 3 o'clock today for the Pendleton area. 25 to 35 mile per hour winds, 55 mile per hour gusts. That is mostly for the foothills of the Blues just outside of Pendleton. We are seeing some winds this morning, though, 15 mile per hour in Pendleton, 12 in Connell, and we should see some at times blustery conditions until we get to our afternoon. Then we'll see it slow down into the evening hours for even light winds tomorrow. But then as we get to Thursday, it'll start to build back up into Saturday, where we have 20 to 30 mile per hour winds expected with shower activity as well. So a very blustery and possibly wet Saturday is on the way. So mid to lower 50s for the Yakima Valley. Ellensburg here, the one city to be warmer today at 52. Over in the lovely Mid-Columbia, we are in the mid to upper to lower 50s, kind of all over the place in the Mid-Columbia, and over in the Blues, just a bit cooler today, mid to lower 50s. Yakima 7-day forecast, again, a little bit of rain snow mix could be mixed in with what we're seeing this morning and tonight. As we move into Thursday, getting up to 61, then cooling down to those mid 50s into our weekend with that 30% chance of showers on Saturday. In the Tri-Cities area, up to the lower 60s Thursday and Friday. Thursday and Friday will definitively be the best days of our work week. A little more cloud coverage tomorrow, 40% chance of showers on that windy Saturday. So folks, scattered showers, more clouds, but we'll see some sunshine today, a few sun breaks here and there, but the best chance of sustained showers will be after sundown tonight. And again, folks, we're right in the 50-degree mark throughout our areas.
We're hearing more remarkable stories of survival following the historic tornado outbreak that devastated entire communities in Mississippi. And now the region is bracing for more storms this week. ABC's Lionel Moise has the latest.
This morning, rescue crews will resume the daunting task of digging through flattened homes and buildings in Mississippi after the weekend tornado outbreak that claimed at least 21 lives in the state.
This is the inside of a massive water tower that snapped in half and then spilled all over the ground here. And you can get a sense of the damage from above and the monumental task required to rebuild this town.
We now have a picture of one of the youngest victims, 2-year-old Aubrey Green. Another life lost, Ethan Herndon, whose family calls him a gentle giant. He died along with his 1-year-old daughter, Riley, when the tornado slammed into their home. The family of Wanda Early says she died while driving to work. Her daughter calls her an amazing person.
People don't have anything.
At least 27 tornadoes tore through 5 states, but Mississippi bore the brunt, one twister leaving a trail of destruction 59 miles long. More survival stories are emerging. Sonia Barnes says she grabbed her 2-month-old grandbaby and took cover in the bathroom.
I was just thinking, how was I going to protect her?
But you put the baby in your jacket?
Yes, my shirt.
In the town of Black Hawk, the 100-year-old community center is destroyed, but it's the little things left behind that bring hope. Like this piano waterlogged. But local residents say that piano, like this community, can and will be rebuilt.
And now forecasters are warning of severe thunderstorms possible in the south on Thursday. When we return on Good Morning Northwest, the Ohio Attorney General is taking on Big Pharma, accusing the companies of collusion and price fixing.
It's the Super 7-Day Sell-Off at Furniture Row. Shop today and save big throughout the store. Save on living, dining, and bedroom. Plus, 4 years, no interest. But hurry, the Super 7-Day Sell-Off at Furniture Row ends soon.
For over 600 different premium cigars, including every cigar rated 95 and higher in the last decade. It's The Educated Cigar. For 115 different fine pipe tobaccos and 55 different Briarwood pipes from England, Germany, and Italy. It's The Educated Cigar. For 95 and higher rated wines and White Bluff IPAs, it's The Educated Cigar in Richland.
That sound. Wolves. Boy, they sound hungry.
Load up, wolves!
Good thing this Ford Explorer has Sync 3 technology. Keeps them entertained on the way to dinner.
Get a great deal on an Explorer, only at your local Ford dealer.
Hey, Dad, look.
Us.
This is the magma chamber.
This isn't us, is it? When did we get so connected to our devices and so disconnected from each other?
She's not answering.
What? And when our phones have turned us into this,
LT,
what do you do when you're a company that sells them?
we gotta fix this.
It's time to find what we're missing. Join us in taking a break from our devices. Take the phones down for 5 challenge for 5 days, 5 hours, or even just 5 minutes. Feels good. And let's find us again. US Cellular, built for us.
Come shop the largest selection of RVs in the Tri-Cities at Appleway RV. Save big on Class A's, Class C's, travel trailers, toy haulers, and fifth wheels. Shop America's top brands, Rockwood, Tiffin, Newmar, Dynamax, and more, with a huge selection of pre-owned RVs. Plus, get maximum value for your trade, all with no payments for 90 days. Come shop the clearance event at Appleway RV Pasco.
That sound. Wolves. Boy, they sound hungry.
Load up, wolves!
Good thing this Ford Explorer has Sync 3 technology. Keeps them entertained on the way to dinner.
Get a great deal on an Explorer, only at your local Ford dealer.
It's the Super 7-Day Sell-Off at Denver Mattress. Right now, get the Doctor's Choice Firm for only $664.99. Check out the Summit Firm for only $332.49. Plus 4 years no interest and free shipping. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right mattress.
E.T. followed by Extra tonight at 7 on Cap KVU.
Welcome back. We turn now to a lawsuit that could have major implications on the cost of prescription drugs. The suit takes aim at companies that manage prescription drug benefits, describing them as price-fixing gangsters. ABC's Derek Dennis explains.
This morning, Ohio's Attorney General is putting Cigna, Humana, and Prime Therapeutics on notice, alleging a conspiracy to keep drug prices unreasonably high.
It's a modern form of barely legal gangsterism.
AG David Yost filing a lawsuit claiming pharmacy benefit managers linked to those companies, or PBMs, the so-called middlemen of the industry, have set up a subsidiary in Switzerland to share drug pricing and rebate information with competitors, pushing prices higher.
It's, in effect, price fixing. It's anti-competitive.
It's what President Biden railed against during the State of the Union.
We pay more for prescription drugs than any major nation on earth.
Biden has touted his Inflation Reduction Act for capping the cost of prescription drugs like insulin for seniors on Medicare at $35 a month, calling on Congress to extend the cap for all Americans.
But Big Pharma has been unfairly charging people hundreds of dollars, $400 to $500 a month, making record profits.
At least 3 pharmaceutical companies have now lowered their insulin costs, but for many people, price relief on other drugs has been hard to come by. Just ask Sue Milliken of Ohio.
Other drugs that I'm on have gotten very expensive, on blood thinners, on certain cholesterol medicine I've been on.
The PBMs targeted in this lawsuit did not immediately respond, but have previously claimed their negotiations save consumers money. Derek Dennis, ABC News, New York.
Coming up, more information has been released on the person authorities say opened fire at a private school in Nashville.
Good news. No matter what you choose, you save. Carl's Jr.'s all-day 2 for $5 deal lets you pick 2 tasty items, like our savory cheeseburger, spicy chicken sandwich, chicken stars, or French toast dips for just $5. Only at Carl's Jr.
What's better than all 3 American Idol judges live on GMA? Well, how about Ryan, too?
Good morning, America!
The Idol judges and Ryan live. Plus, shark Barbara Corcoran answers your real estate questions. And Brooke Shields live this week on GMA.
Make an experience this weekend to Vapiano. Relax in the country, experience the wine, and share in the joy. Vapiano awaits you and your friends. Make it a day to remember. Vapiano Estate and Winery. Slow down, enjoy the journey.
For the first time in a while, the road ahead of us looks good. And it's about time. Since 1989, Arrow Construction Supply has been Washington and Idaho's leading provider of products and services for asphalt, concrete, and erosion control industries. We have all the products and equipment for sale and rent to get the job done. So if you're ready to make your road home as smooth as the road ahead, then you'll want Arrow paving the way. Arrow Construction Supply.
Smoke City for Less is your one-stop shop in Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, Hermiston, and West Richland. Every location is conveniently located and gives you the lowest prices and largest selection of vape mods, the best batteries, tobacco products, kratom, and specialty products too. We have something for everyone, including gift cards for any occasion. Check out the specials and deals today. Open 7 days a week in 5 locations: Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, Hermiston, and West Richland. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
I'm getting backyard cookout vibes. Inside? Oh, that's the new DQ Backyard Bacon Ranch Signature Stack Burger. Now you can take the backyard anywhere with honey barbecue sauce and house-made Hidden Valley Ranch. You guys are taking this backyard anywhere thing really seriously. Maybe next time you'll take that DQ Backyard Bacon Ranch Signature Stack Burger to, the actual backyard.
We need a hose.
Only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
Pure Filtration Products is your Inland Northwest air quality specialist. We offer filtration products for all your commercial, industrial, and manufacturing needs. From cooling towers to industrial dust collection systems, commercial buildings, schools, hospitals, or manufacturing facilities, we have you covered. Call today and schedule your free facility site evaluation. We'll send a certified air filter specialist to your site to evaluate your filter requirements. Call or click today. Pure Filtration Products.
Good news. No matter what you choose, you save. Carl's Jr.'s all-day 2 for $5 deal lets you pick 2 tasty items, like our savory cheeseburger, spicy chicken sandwich, chicken stars, or French toast dips for just $5. Only at Carl's Jr.
Springtime in the awesome Palouse. Fly the Northwest tonight at 6.
Another school shooting in Nashville, Tennessee leaves 6 dead. The motive for the shooting remains under investigation. And student loan forgiveness may hit another roadblock, as some lawmakers in Washington are hoping to end it now.
The clouds are rolling in for your Tuesday morning. We have some light, though, with winds and scattered showers today. I'll get you prepared.
From Camp KVUE Local News, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling.
And I'm Jason Valentine. It's Tuesday morning. It's the final Tuesday of March already.
Wow.
We hit April 1st on Saturday, and that's unofficially, because of February being short, it'll be into early April, but we're almost a quarter done with 2023.
And I have to say, I'm really glad that April 1st falls on the weekend. Because I'm always scared.
Yes, we don't want to get duped. Yes, exactly. So yeah, it is a good day to have off. Let's take a quick look outside, everyone. We do have some light going on, and we have some light showers in places, but it looks like most of the scattered showers will be coming in our afternoon and evening hours, though we do have a little bit just outside of Hanford, but extremely light. I'm not even convinced it would come to the ground. We are seeing some light snow in the lovely Blue Mountain region, but most of the shower activity is relegated to the southwest. But we do expect to see maybe some late afternoon showers, and most of the showers will be coming, though, as we get to our evening into our overnight period. Then it's going to kind of sit around the Ellensburg area. So a little bit of shower activity, though, is possible today. Highs just a little bit off of what we saw yesterday, so mid to lower 50s for the Yakima Valley. in the mid-Columbia, we are right in those mid-50s, and to get a bit more cloud coverage as we move along in the day. We could see some sun breaks though this morning, and over in the Walla Walla region, more cloud coverage along the Blue Mountains, right around 55, 56 today. So folks, I'll get you ready for that and nicer conditions, at least by the time we get to Thursday. That'll be my full forecast coming up, but for right now, let's send it back to Jill.
We have new images from the deadly school shooting in Nashville. President Biden has ordered flags at half staff for the 6 victims, 3 of them young children. Overnight, investigators say they found more weapons at the shooter's home. All of this coming as we learn more about the victims. And we want to warn you, the surveillance images from the school are disturbing. ABC's Lindsay Watts is in Nashville with the latest.
This morning, newly released surveillance video showing the moments leading up to the deadly school shooting in Nashville. The shooter firing through a glass door, armed with 2 assault-type weapons and a pistol, seen here in pictures released by police. Once inside, authorities say Audrey Hale shot and killed 6 people, including 3 children.
I was literally moved to tears to see this and the kids as they were being ushered out of the building.
The young victims, 9 years old. They're identified as Evelyn Dickhouse, Haley Scruggs, and William Kinney. The head of the school, Catherine Kuntz, was also killed, along with teacher Cynthia Peak and custodian Mike Hill.
We just need to embrace those that are grieving because we grieve with them.
Police patrol cars outside the school were left riddled with bullet holes. Authorities say Hale fired at officers from a second-story window. According to police, 2 officers ran toward the gunfire, shooting and killing Hale just 14 minutes after the first 911 call.
There's multiple victims down inside the school. Shooter is down now as well.
Authorities say they strongly believe Hale, described as a 28-year-old female who identifies as transgender, was a former student at the private Christian school. Overnight, police say they found more guns and evidence at Hale's home. A motive remains under investigation. Gun violence is the #1 cause of death for children in America, recently surpassing car crashes. In Washington, advocates for gun reform once again demanding tougher measures.
This person had 2 AR-15s and a handgun. You don't need this to go hunting. You don't need that to protect your family.
Congressman Tim Burchett, who represents Knoxville, Tennessee, called the shooting horrible, but says there is no need to ban assault weapons.
I don't think you're going to stop the gun violence. The common thread is you've got somebody who's mentally ill and evil.
Police say Hale prepared for yesterday's attack with detailed maps and also left behind writings that will be part of the investigation. Lindsay Watts, ABC News, Nashville.
President Biden's student loan forgiveness program may face a new threat before the U.S. Supreme Court rules on whether it can be carried out. 3 Republican senators are planning to introduce a resolution to overturn Biden's debt relief program. Biden would very likely veto the measure if it succeeds in both chambers of Congress, but votes would force members of his own party, who have not all supported the student loan forgiveness program, to take a public stance. The U.S. Supreme Court is expected to issue its ruling on the program in late June or early July. Jason Valentine returns now with a look at your morning weather forecast.
Folks, clouds are rolling in on your Tuesday. We have some scattered showers to talk about, windy conditions and snow in the mountains. That's coming up in my full forecast.
Plus, stargazers have the chance to see a rare event in the night skies this week. And for locals, their best chance to see it is tonight. We'll tell you what to look out for next.
The best way to end your day.
That is good TV.
Friends, tonight at 11:05.
Why buy a mattress from Mattress Depot USA?
Low prices.
Every day, we beat any competitor's price.
Selection?
All sizes and brands like Sealy, Stearns & Foster, Tempur-Pedic.
Customer service.
Our sleep specialists average 10 years in the industry. Check out our reviews.
Comfort guarantee?
120 nights worth.
Same day delivery.
Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
Local?
Born here, live here.
Come see us today.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Name?
Special Agent Will Trent, Georgia Bureau Investigation.
37 million viewers have made Will Trent the network TV drama of the year.
Will sees things that no one else does.
There's a kidnapping.
You read that crime scene like it was a book.
I bet I can solve this tonight.
You made a bet on this?
So an opportunity to make a little cash. Why Will Trent?
He's good police, and he's objectively hot.
Plus I'm a pretty observant guy.
New new Will Trent tonight, 10, 9 Central on ABC and stream on Hulu.
When it comes to supplying the farm, come to Northwest Farm Supply. Your hometown store has a wide selection of everything egg-related. Plus, we're the largest Purina dealer in Hermiston. Products you trust from people who care. Northwest Farm Supply in Prosser, Hermiston, and Othello.
Do you have a current vehicle loan or lease? Do you want a low financing rate? Do you want a new ride? 0 down and 1.9% financing even on used vehicles. SteveHahnAutoGroup.com.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, deep breaths and watch your speed. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So it's right here.
During our spring tire sale, we watch out for your wallet too. Save up to $175 when you buy select tires with financing. Les Schwab Tires.
You heard a screech outside at night, but you can't see what it is because there's not enough light. You need the Bionic Floodlight from Bell & Howell, the solar-powered motion-activated multi-directional floodlight, the versatile wireless, safety, security, and outdoor lifestyle light you'll love. And right now, it's yours for just $29.99, and the shipping is free. Order now and we'll send a second Bionic Floodlight. Just pay a separate fee. Here's how to order.
Call 1-800-248-8281 or order online at bionicfloodlight.com.
It's springtime in one of the most magical places in the Northwest.
There's a great variety down there just because there's not only the landscape, there's always that sense of history in every one of those small communities.
The Palouse on Fly the Northwest.
There's something very personal about it.
KEPKView Local News at 6 tonight.
Hey, Katie, Luke, and Lionel. What's going on?
Next 5, American Idol judges Lionel Richie, Katy Perry, and Luke Bryan.
Does that say BFFs?
Today at 9 on KEPKView.
Earlier this year, we got to see Venus and Jupiter light up the night sky together, and now there's another big lineup getting into position.
Celestial bodies getting together is fantastic. We're talking 5 planets that came into alignment on Friday. They'll be in place for the next couple of weeks, but astronomers say your best chance is to see them is tonight, when the planets will be visible just below the crescent moon.
Okay, but the only problem is here in our area, we might not see much of the night sky at all.
It'll be a little tough, but still it is sticking around. I think they're saying tonight's the best because you can find them by the moon.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
It'll still be aligned, but maybe not with the moon necessarily for the next couple of nights. So we are going to be clearing up
Still
Thursday.
have a chance to catch it, though.
Thursday and Friday, that's right.
Okay.
I have an app called Star Walk on my phone, and it shows you where the planets are. It's very cool.
Very helpful.
I love it.
Yeah.
All right, folks, quick look outside. We do have quite a lot of cloud coverage going on and scattered showers expected today with some winds. All of your forecast is coming up next.
And Tacoma authorities take part in a massive multi-state drug bust, seizing nearly 2 million doses of fentanyl. That's next on Good Morning Northwest.
Your roof protects your home and family every day. Shouldn't it be the best roof possible? With Air Roofing, a family-owned business in Prosser, you'll see why our customer reviews speak for themselves. No job too small, big enough to take care of your roofing needs. Air Roofing, a company built on quality and reputation.
Back by popular demand, it's the Super 7-Day Sell-Off at Furniture Row. Shop today and save big throughout the store. Save on living, dining, and bedroom. Check out the budget-friendly Summit Firm for only $332.49. Plus, make your cash go further with 4 years no-interest financing. That's no interest until March 2027. But don't miss out. The Super 7-Day Sell-Off at Furniture Row ends Thursday the 30th.
There will always be bumps in the road, but we got guts, America. So let's drive on and make the future we want to see together.
Get 0 for 36 plus $2,000 trade-in cash on an in-stock 2022 Escape. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Everybody in the Tri-Cities has been to a Hubby's Pizza Party, right? You haven't? Acquire the Hubby's Habit and book your party today. Delicious, mouth-watering food made with only the freshest ingredients. It's party time at Hubby's Pizza, a hometown favorite for nearly 45 years. Book your party today.
Floor
scuffs, tears, and nasty scratches. Forget them for good with Ruby Sliders, the chair leg covers that stretch to fit most chairs and make floor marks a thing of the past. Slide it here, slide it there, slide it anywhere. Just slip them on and keep your floors looking like new. They fit any size or shape furniture leg and glide effortlessly. Forget flimsy felt pads and caps that don't fit. Just stretch it on and slide it. Call or click now to get Ruby Sliders for as low as 99 cents with free shipping.
Come shop the largest selection of RVs in the Tri-Cities at Appleway RV. Save big on Class A's, Class C's, travel trailers, toy haulers, and fifth wheels. Shop America's top brands, Rockwood, Tiffin, Newmar, Dynamax, and more, with a huge selection of pre-owned RVs. Plus, get maximum value for your trade, all with no payments for 90 days. Come shop the clearance event at Appleway RV Pasco.
Next ET.
Hey, I'm Hayden Panettiere. This is my ET retrospective. We're going to go through some of my iconic moments.
Next ET.
Tonight at 7 on Cap KVU.
There will always be bumps in the road, but we got guts, America. So let's drive on and make the future we want to see together.
Get 0 for 36 plus 2,000 trade-in cash on an in-stock 2022 Escape. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Portion of Cap KVU sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier. Now, Cap KVU First Alert weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Tuesday morning, everyone. Hope you've had a great morning so far. We do have some scattered showers today, more on the way in the afternoon and the evening hours than we're seeing this morning. Windy into the afternoon, then it will slow down into our Wednesday. And we're staying below average today. Actually, most of our cities are a little bit below what we saw yesterday. So most of the shower activity still to the southwest of our areas. We're seeing a little bit, just very little bit of shower activity coming into the Hanford area. May not even come to the ground and kind of surrounding Connell. We do have some snow in the Blue Mountain regions, very light, and we're seeing just scattered showers for our morning hours. Hopefully, expectedly, we'll see it in the evening hours, a little bit more sustained. So as we move along in our morning, still a chance of just a hint of shower activity for places, but most of it will be sticking in our southwest. Then by the afternoon, we're going to see it kind of congregate right around Ellensburg, Yakima area, and maybe just a hint in the foothills of the Blues. But the more sustained showers look to be coming as we get to our evening hours, kind of across the board. Then it will stick right in Yakima and Ellensburg areas into tomorrow morning. Could see a little bit of rain snow mix, maybe even a hint of snow. Then by the afternoon, it will move on out. So we'll be looking at drier conditions tomorrow, but we'll be seeing showers return to Walla Walla and Pendleton early Thursday morning. So of course, we'll keep a close eye on that. So current temperatures, we are much warmer than we were yesterday, especially Yakima, Ellensburg. They were in the lower 20s at this time yesterday. So above the freezing level and quite a bit so throughout all of our areas. So a warmer morning with those quite a bit of cloud coverage. Again, we could see some sun breaks, especially in your morning hours, but it looks like more and more clouds as the day goes on. So our temperatures, we're still averaging below our average for the week ahead. We're right at it on Thursday. So for all of our cities, this is for the Tri-Cities, we do expect to see highs mostly in the 50s this week, even some upper 40s possible, especially in Ellensburg. So staying cool, folks, as we enter April this weekend. So we still have that wind advisory for the Pendleton region, and most of the winds are along the Blues, in the foothills of the Blues. 25 to 35 mile per hour winds expected. That's until 3 o'clock. And folks, we're going to see our winds really slow down as we get into our evening hours. Right now, 12 in Connell, 15 in Pendleton. Other than that, we're seeing right around 10 mile per hour winds. So a little bit of building winds into the afternoon, and then they'll just shut down. Light winds expected tomorrow, then we'll slowly build back up into Saturday, where we have 20 to 30 mile per hour possible winds with some shower activity. So a blustery weekend, especially Saturday, is on the way. So as I said, a tick cooler than yesterday. We're in the mid to lower 50s for the Yakima Valley. Actually warmer today is Ellensburg at 52. In the mid-Columbia, upper to lower 50s, depending on where you're at. Again, a little bit of an indicative of being a little bit unstable of a weather pattern. Mid to lower 50s for the Blue Mountain region. In the lovely Yakima region, we could see a little bit of even rain-snow mix this morning and into the evening hours. We're up to 61 by Thursday. Thursday, Friday look to be the best days of our week. Then we'll be seeing those rain showers possible Saturday with heavy winds. In the lovely Tri-Cities area, lower 60s Thursday and Friday, then 58 for pretty much your weekend with those showers on Saturday. So folks, best chance for showers today. You can see a light spritz here or there in the morning hours is your late afternoon to early evening hours. And do get ready for cool conditions to continue in cloudy conditions into your Wednesday.
27 people have been indicted by a grand jury for drug trafficking in Washington state and other states, including the alleged leader, who is believed to be a member of a white supremacist prison gang. Lionel Donovan has more.
Authorities collected large amounts of guns, drugs, and money in this operation. One of the defendants is accused of distributing those drugs here in the South Sound, just one part of an international operation.
Good morning.
Local, state, and federal officials gathered in Tacoma this morning to announce a major victory.
I'm extremely proud to say thank you to our state, federal partners. We needed this, and we appreciate our partnership with you. Thank you.
Agents seized massive amounts of drugs, guns, and money last Wednesday in a multi-state takedown operation in Washington and Arizona.
Indicted 27 defendants.
U.S. Attorney Nick Brown says the operation was the result of months of investigation into a drug ring with connections to the Aryan family, a white supremacy group active in Washington state prisons. Brown called the operation significant.
Approximately 1.9 million doses of fentanyl and more than 230 pounds of methamphetamine.
Acting DEA Special Agent Jacob Galvin says that's enough fentanyl to kill everyone in Seattle and Tacoma and poison an additional 500,000 people. U.S. Attorney Brown said he's not only concerned with the drugs coming from Mexico, but the guns that are going to Mexico. Brown says 225 firearms were seized throughout the course of this investigation. Robert Hammer of Homeland Security says many of those weapons could have made their way to Mexico to land in the hands of cartels. Brown says that's unacceptable.
To see all these weapons, as Special Agent Hammer said, go down to Mexico, where the cartels are engaged in daily violence and people are dying on a daily basis, and knowing that those weapons are principally coming from the United States of America is a significant problem that we have to address.
Tacoma Police Chief Avery Moore says this kind of collaboration with federal authorities is vital in combating crime.
Just because you can't see what's going on doesn't mean nothing's going on. We are constantly committed to our goal to make this city the safest in the country. And this is one step towards that.
We'll be right back with the morning sprint and a final check on your forecast. But first, a look at what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, taking on Ticketmaster.
It's me. Hi, I'm the problem, it's me.
Taylor Swift fans in court demanding change after the botched ticket rollout for Swift's Eras Tour. Nearly 340 fans joining the lawsuit.
As long as this game needs to be played, we're ready to play this game because the country's ready for a change, the plaintiffs are ready for a change, and they're entitled to a change.
The lawsuit, filed in December, claims Ticketmaster intentionally charged sky-high fees and sold their tickets to scalpers. Live Nation apologizing during a Senate Judiciary hearing in January for the frustrating customer experience it attributed to bot attacks.
We need to do better, and we will do better.
So what could this mean for buying concert tickets in the future? It's all coming up at 7 a.m. With your GMA First Look, I'm Mo Lalengi, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Sometimes the lows of bipolar depression feel darkest before dawn. With Caplyta, there's a chance to let the light shine through and light tomorrow with the hope from today. This is a chance to let in the light. Caplyta is a once-daily pill that is proven to deliver significant relief across bipolar depression. Unlike some medicines that only treat bipolar 1, Caplyta treats both bipolar 1 and bipolar 2 depression. And in clinical trials, movement disorders and weight gain were not common.
Call your doctor about sudden mood changes, behaviors, or suicidal thoughts. Antidepressants may increase these risks in young adults. Elderly dementia patients have increased risk of death or stroke. Report fever, confusion, stiff, or uncontrollable muscle movements which may be life-threatening or permanent. These aren't all the serious side effects.
In the darkness of bipolar 1 and 2 depression, Caplyta can help you let in the light. Ask your doctor about Caplyta today. Find savings and support at Caplyta.com.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time right now is 6:53. We're going to get to Jason's local forecast in a moment, but first a look at this morning's top stories. A section of westbound 240 in Kennewick is still closed due to a fatal crash early this morning. The Kennewick Police Department said vehicles were being detoured at the hydroplane at the entrance of Columbia Park. Multiple emergency response agencies were dispatched to the scene east of Edison Street around 3:30 a.m. Here's what police say happened leading up to the crash.
Our squad tonight attempted to stop a vehicle with swap plates in the eastbound lanes of SR 240. The vehicle took off at a high rate of speed to where our patrol units immediately terminated their attempted traffic stop for the violation that I aforementioned. The vehicle continued on, and as the officers were stopped to where they were able to on view that the vehicle lost control.
Washington State Patrol is currently in charge of the investigation, and according to Trooper Thorson, the roads should be reopened shortly after 7 a.m. We will continue to provide new information as we get it. Early Sunday morning, Kennewick police say someone shot towards an officer on Edison Street, then allegedly led officers on a chase that ended with the suspect crashing into a Benton County Sheriff's Office vehicle. 35-year-old Antonio Martinez was arrested and is now facing charges of vehicular homicide and drive-by shooting. The passenger, 39-year-old Jessica Sanders, was reported to have died at the scene of the crash. This is just the most recent case of violence directed against local law enforcement.
Having 2 Tri-City law enforcement officers targeted in the last week is concerning, but we have to continue to do our jobs the same way that we're doing them already, using good tactics, providing great customer service, and doing our part in making the community safer.
Last Friday, a man allegedly shot a Pasco police officer who ended up in the hospital. The trial of a Kennewick man accused of shooting and killing a Washington police officer continued yesterday in Snohomish County. Richard Rotter allegedly shot and killed Everett police officer Dan Rocha when he was confronted in a Starbucks parking lot over the moving of guns from one car to the other. Jurors heard testimony from detectives and crime scene analysts. Detectives say Rotter had more than a dozen bags of drugs, several firearms, bullets, and several knives from his vehicle. Rotter is a convicted felon, and it's illegal for him to be in possession of any firearms. Testimony will continue later today.
The clouds have rolled in on this Tuesday morning, so get ready for possible scattered showers as we move along in our day. Currently, we're seeing extremely light shower activity, possibly in the Prosser area. We can even see a little bit of rain-snow mix for Yakima and Ellensburg this morning. More showers on the way, scattered for your afternoon, then most likely in the evening hours we'll see the best chance of sustained shower activity. Current temperatures, though, we are much warmer than we were yesterday at this time. We're in the mid to lower 40s for most of our areas, 38 for Ellensburg. Do get ready for cooler highs, though, today, but it is warmer this morning. Now, winds, we still have that wind advisory for the Pendleton area, and that's more relegated to the foothills of the Blues with 25 to 35 mile per hour winds expected. That ends at 3 o'clock, and that's when all of our winds will slow down into light winds tomorrow. We have some double digits, Dayton, Pendleton, Connell, and Toppenish. We should see winds build up a bit until it slows down later today. So we are in the mid to lower 50s for the Yakima Valley. Again, just about a degree off of yesterday. Our only city warmer today is Ellensburg at 52. In the mid-Columbia, we are in the upper to lower 50s, just depending on where you're at. And again, folks, more cloud coverage and spotty shower activity until a little bit more sustained in the evening. And we're at those mid to lower 50s for the Blue Mountain region. So folks, we're going to remain mostly cloudy tomorrow, but lighter winds as we head into tomorrow. Nicer days coming Thursday and Friday. Jill.
Thanks for joining us on Good Morning Northwest. Cap KVUE Local News is back tonight at 5.